Throughout this video, we will take and make a brief description of Alzheimer and dementia. First, we'll start by saying that the Alzheimer is a type of dementia. There are also other types of dementia of which the Alzheimer is a part. This affects memory, the language. This disease can be acquired at an early age, but the symptoms will appear with the passage of time. The dementia is a syndrome. A set of symptoms affects reasoning, and this is included the Alzheimer, which is the most common type of dementia, and almost we can find other types of this. A person at the same time may suffer from several types of dementia. With this disease, the people become very dependent. Some organizations mention that millions of people with dementia live in the world, who can become unconcerned about themselves, not recognizing certain things and events, and in advanced stage this become aggressive or could also fall into depression, which will lead to death. In Alzheimer, it can be difficult to perform certain activities or to communicate. All types of dementia share some symptoms. Finally, we can say that dementia is a syndrome that groups different types of symptoms, and this affects the memory, and Alzheimer is a disease that produces the progressive loss of memory, but cause their deterioration, remembering faces, disorientation, confusion, and other symptoms. The Alzheimer has no cure, but there are medicines or home remedies that help brain health, such as coconut or fish oil. In some cases, the treatments may help, and this depends on each type of dementia, and the right treatment can lead a person to live longer than the estimated time of life. In conclusion, if a person has the symptoms of Alzheimer's, should follow a prompt treatment, which will help a lot. In the development of this disease, we can name the coriander as a natural detoxifier that also helps in other diseases, has many vitamins, and is an anti-inflammatory, etc. This can consume it in our meals, mixing it with a juice or in the form to oil. All this helps eliminate toxins from the body. Alzheimer was discovered in 1907 by Alois Alzheimer, after conducting a study to the brain of his patient who has dementia. In this disease, two lesions occurred: the brain, the senile plaque, and neurofibrillary tangles. With the passage of time, it was possible to know more about Alzheimer, which occurs. The so-called senile plaques are formed by imbalance of a protein called beta-amyloid in large quantities, and giving rise to senile plaques, and the neurofibrillary tangles are formed by the loss of the connection between neurons, which divide the stabilization of a protein called tau. The neurofibrillary tangles first development in the hippocampus, responsible for the memory and learning, and this spreads throughout the brain. This gives rise to the appearance of the symptoms that I already mentioned, as memory loss, language problems, etc. The senile plaques are produced first in the cortex of the brain, and it spreads. Currently, it is known which is injury occurs first, but the technology advance has been able to understand more this disease. Diet can negatively influence disease like this. If we talk about diets full of fat and animal meat, if we talk a diet full of vegetables, this will help us even reduce chance of acquiring the disease if we are propense to acquire it. It also helps a lot to develop mental activity, such as reading, for example, and physical activity helps much. With every this, we can understand more of these topics that are very interesting, and all of this helps a lot in our lives.